The big news of last week, one of the big news stories anyway, was that Jeffrey Esptein co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell was taken in and is being charged. And so Fox News was covering that. Of course, they're going to. But many people noticed that the B-roll, like, the looping B-roll, we use it, pre-quarantine here on TDR, had an interesting edit made to it. Take a look and see if you can notice what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I would say that all three of those things they're three different areas that we're all looking at. Obviously, we have the civil case against Epstein, the criminal case against Miss Maxwell that everyone's focused on now, which is brought by the federal prosecutor, and then a civil case against Miss Maxwell, which we are, has not been filed, but we are looking into.
All right, so we'll try to break it down a little more concisely. All right,
so you saw that. They go to that image twice, that very narrow image of Melania with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, which is amazing. Now, what we did was we fed it into the TDR super computer, we enhanced, and it was able to identify on the deep web of Google what the actual image is, and that's what the image is. They cut out Donald Trump and left in Melania. Isn't that weird?
Cold as ice.
Why would they do that? Like, we understand why they cut out Trump, obviously. The entire purpose of Fox News is to take their aging white base and stroke their hair and say everything you believe is true. You don't ever have to have an inconvenient thought. So we're not going to make you think about the fact that Donald Trump knew this guy. Whether there was any real connection or whatever, he at least knew him. But to leave in the Melania. And the thing is, let me just show you really fast. Like, you can see in just a few seconds, it's cut super thin. It didn't need to be cut at all. It would have fit, formatting-wise, if they hadn't edited it. But they chose to. And they defended that decision, saying that it was mistakenly eliminated Donald Trump from the photo. We regret the error. Mistakenly cut out. They took that image, which, Google it. He's always in the image. And they cut it out to make it oddly thin. Why did they use the image at all? They didn't have to. They could have just used images of Ghislaine and Jeffrey Epstein. It's almost as if they wanted to attack Melania Trump, but pretended that Donald didn't know who she was at the time.
I think that, listen, I've been there in the editing booth. I know a little bit about Photoshop. It's a very weird cut. If you cut Melania out, it looks like Jeffrey Epstein has like this really beautifully bronzed arm, kind of like sticking, just like nicely chiseled, or that like Ghislaine has another arm around Epstein. By the way, I never want to say that monster's name. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a very ugly looking name. Ghislaine. It's gross, and I hate her, and I don't want to pronounce her name.
She's the worst.
But I'm wondering what's next, like in terms of, editing out, there's footage of Trump and Epstein at a party joking and laughing with one another.
Dancing.
Are they just going to like completely edit it out and he's like, he was a crazy man. Look at him talking to a ghost. Just talking to nobody. Just like,
there's an oddly blurry faced man from the 90s.
Is that Clinton? Might have been.
They're going to put Hillary Clinton's face on him.
Yeah, it was Hillary.
She's going to do the lip bite.
Hillary was wearing a Trump mask. Funny.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, usually when I talk about a mystery like this, it's setting up my theory of why they actually did it. I got nothing. It seems like a really weird choice. You risk Donald Trump getting mad at you. I mean, he doesn't want to publicly point it out because then that's, going to reinforce for people that he was in the image.
He's going to stand up for Melania?
No, I don't think so. But why attack her? I don't understand it. Anyway, look, as this thing goes forward, and as she goes to court, we'll see what she knows. I have a feeling that she does not want to spend decades in prison. So hypothetically, if she has documentation linking anyone, Democrat, Republican, whatever, to any of this, hopefully we'll find out. The entire thing is just very bizarre. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.